being picked up. I mean, I did turn mine on, right? Yes? Yes. Is that showing up? Yeah, okay, there.
And over here? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, it wasn't picking up my mic before, but hey, it's picking up my mic now. Technology. It's what keeps me employed. I say that. And now, yes, we have, so, I mean, there was game sound. At least there should have been game sound. No, probably not a range. I think it's just... Let's see. I don't know. Hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully you all can hear us without too many trouble. Having problems with the microphone?
Just a little bit.
All right. Can we be heard?
You were having trouble with technology. I was being seated by a little bit more friendly with technology.
Greetings. Stay a while and listen. Hopefully you can actually hear us. We hear no game sounds, just you. There is no game sound. I mean, you might be able to hear the clicking, but since there's no game, there's no sound on the thing, the screen, the home screen for the Switch, whatever the hell that is. Anyway, yes. And saying audio streams current bitrate is 0 is lower than the recommended. And like, how is it? I'm hearing some popping. Okay. Thank you for downloading Voice of Cars demo. Sound like a bit of what? Do I sound better now? If I talk correctly? I'm hoping that both of these should be picked up at the moment. Volume is where it's supposed to be. What in it? Okay. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Is it just the fact that my actual mic is going out? Is this any better? I don't think it is. Is this better? I have no idea. I love stream delay. You know, fucking broken. It's almost like it's picking up on the... I don't have a room mic. I don't have a room mic anymore. Mother Pussbucket. I hate this. I hate technology. So much. Say something, Gillis.
Something?
Cool thing. Where is it? Okay, it says that it's not plugged in. No, AC is not running. There's literally nothing except for the fan on this. Let me make sure. It says that it is unplugged.
Stop cable.
Checking my line in. Let's see. do this for now. Line in. How's that? Yeah, this is, fuck, I hate technology. I hate that. Hey. Yeah, it's saying that that's not Realtek microphone, what that's supposed to be. It's not plugged in, and it's not registering from the back panel, like, at all. What if I do that? Does that?
It's just kind of weird because it is showing up, or it was showing up on OBS. I think that's just the game sound.
No. It's a... No. So it's picking something up. Alright, well. Okay, it's picking up audio from somewhere. I just don't know where. Because this is now off. The receiver is now off. But I can still see when I say something. I just don't know where that's coming from. There is absolutely nowhere for that to be coming from. I am having some testicle difficulties. Alright, well, I'm probably not going to stream tonight then, because I can't figure out what the fuck's going on, and I'm already tired of this, and I'm going to pour a glass of water on my computer. Because I can't figure out what fucking microphone is being picked up. Let me see yours. Because they said they couldn't even hear you at all. Alright, with that, all three microphones are off, but OBS is still picking up my audio, and I don't know from where. It makes me feel like someone's coming, and I don't know who. Like, I thought maybe it was this, even though that's turned off. What mic is being picked up? Where? I mean, someone said when I tapped on something. Oh, it might be that. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that camera. I mean, I've got that camera completely disabled. I've got all the cameras completely disabled. Hello. Papa, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? In theory. Yeah, it was picking up my, I don't know if you can fucking hear me. Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, so hey, they can hear. Alright, fine, okay, we'll just do this. There. Technology. Alright, I don't understand so many things. There's so many things about this I don't understand.
Technology.
Like I said, it keeps me... It keeps me employed. Alright, say something, Felix. Can you be heard?
I believe so, maybe? Hopefully.
The arm moved. Okay. So that was a series of dumb. A lot of dumb. Bones. The fuck are you doing to my system when I'm not around? Did I tell you you could mess with my system? I said you could use my system. Don't betray my trust, Bones. I'm not going to buy you a 12-foot Scalebones friend if you keep betraying my trust like this. Well, after 15 goddamn... I count that... I'm going to start cussing because I'm well within the time frame where it's like, screw that. Let me move that back out of the way before I kill myself on it.
Probably a good idea to not do that.
Yeah, I don't need to kill myself today. So, greetings. How is everyone? I'm playing cards, apparently. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I was going to talk about that Nintendo Direct and all of its weirdness, but now I feel like that is just completely overshadowed by this.
Good afternoon. Or should
I think
say
Bones needs a
evening.
vest next. Someone was saying suspenders, but the problem
At any
is
rate, I am the game
to
master.
wear.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
He has no
Before we
pants.
begin, there is something I must tell you.
Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Which is why I believe
Alright,
it
I
best.
don't... It's best to play the sound. In fact, I insist on it. Well,
However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled. Now then,
my voice is subtitled. Way to break
Let's
the
begin.
fourth wall. Assless chaps.
welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take through a realm of... I have every faith you will
Alright.
accomplish great things here.
And you are?
I am merely a witness. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey
We're gonna
be
play
a
card games on carriages. Yeah, suspenders. Well, I mean, I thought the point of suspenders was to not wear a belt. Like, I thought they served the same purpose. They keep the pants from falling down. So if you're wearing both, that seems very superfluous to me, doesn't it? Like, that seems... Like, you must really have a problem with... Maybe you're very scared of being pantsed. You don't want people to come and just... I don't know.
Adventurers have gathered here.
I mean, you could also be a Tetsuya Nomura character.
Oh, faithful of
You
the
could.
Order.
I think it was Jess that I was talking to. We were talking to someone about, I want an entire Final Fantasy outfit, which is basically just buy me 80 belts and like 3 pieces of fabric and I'll make it work.
I mean, that's Lulu.
Waistline, yes, okay, yeah. Oh, I mean, he's got, Bones has some hips. Look at these. Look at these. this pelvis.
Should I release Rowan?
Sure, go ahead. I don't care.
I'm not sure that he cares either.
Alright. I'm not paying attention to any of this. I need to make it to the queen. Oh, well, I walked over someone.
Throne, the queen regards the adventurers. So the youngest of the three steps forward. I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty. She bows, glancing to her two companions.
Me? That's cute. I bow. Tip.
In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself
Stern man.
The older man is the
Ponderous
picture of courtesy,
elder.
as he genuflects and introduces himself as
I think from now on, I'm just going to start referring to you as Ponderous Elder.
You're older than
The
me.
queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal. Under normal circumstances, it is our honor to serve you, Your
just
Majesty.
tell me how.
Short of
I don't.
any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the queen for further information. The fellowship asks the queen if she knows. The queen says
I'm not
witnesses
paying
might
attention.
be
I
found
just.
at Nixton.
What is the royal treasure?
Fellowship asks the queen what the queen describes.
A certain liquid.
She trails off, but the desperation in her voice. Usually, one would expect Reckham as demanding. The queen, however, has already said it seems the royal treasure. Is
The
just
ro-
that
a
important.
certain liquid
No
is
longer
just
here.
that important.
The fellowship bows,
So,
takes their leave.
if our reward is whatever we desire for retrieving the royal treasure, what if our desire is the royal treasure?
Now we're getting into some paradoxical. What was the? Okay, so we've been discussing several paradoxical thought exercises. The whole "is it a sandwich" argument. The whole one of the recent ones is the if you cast resurrect on an enemy's leather armor, does it engulf them in a cow? I mean, she's supposed to. Updates channel. There's a royal seed joke.
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strikes. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking
I don't-
Winifred's path. A monster.
A
Dare
monster.
stand in our way? It lunges at the fellowship.
It lunges at the Fellowship of the Ring. Hey, we're getting into what's going to pass for combat. The fight is on. Take down all enemies and victory shall be yours. Victory shall be mine. Magic Strike, restore 15, or pass. Let's Magic Strike.
Kill the Karibo.
Yes. If there's one thing I've learned, it's Karibo must die. Card stack indicated. Okay. Contemplation. Generate 1 gem. I can kill you. Oh.
It's at 2 HP and it buffs. I mean, it also gets healed, but let's see, 12 attack, 4 defense. I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah. Well, no attack boost for you. It does depend on which D&D. Darius and I mean, there was a lot of discussion of like, and I haven't actually gotten a chance to go through and look at some of the other tabletop games rules that I have. And be like, which of these makes the least amount of sense? It's very weird for me to see a character with tits out and my mom's name. You know, I don't have a response to that one. I don't have a follow-up to that.
Edwin inspects the remains. Winifred gives a grip. Mayhap the treasures. First things first. The Fellowship needs to gather more.
Let's make our way to Nexton, and then after that ton,
They set their sights.
and then the following town.
This is not Earthbound with 1-it, 2-it, 3-town. God, that game was just a... So going back to the Nintendo thing, I'm trying to find out if any of, like, so many of the games that they showed, like, it almost sounds like they're only getting digital only.
Yeah, it seemed like that.
Which kind of bums me out, because, like, I kind of want a physical collection of Shadowrun collection, because that's a lot of content. I'd like that on a cartridge. I went through and wrote down some of them.
Yeah, there's Shadowrun, ActRaiser Remastered.
And that's apparently not a Nintendo exclusive. That's coming out on PlayStation as well. So... I mean, does Resurrect work that way with other things? Deuce and Threed, Four-Side. The Armorer. The item shop.
You know, they do have a point. Like, if an enemy is holding, like, your friend's arm or heart or something, can you, like, cast Resurrection and then just kind of lust them?
I've also been making Amber watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, so we just watched the episode where Mustang versus Lust, and so, like, rips the Philosopher's Stone out and kills her, and then she's like, nope! Your hand's all up in my boobies! ActRaiser remake just landed on Steam. Oh, so that came out. So did that come out today?
Yeah, it did.
Just now? Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to talk to this old guy.
Hails a man.
The Walmart greeter.
The Fellowship asks if he's heard it. The man's eyes widen. He leans welcome to me.
I like swords.
This game is already just fucking with me. You fulfill the necessary to unlock mature man's character story. Do I care about his character story?
I'm too scared to leave town with all
Lovely lady with a knife.
the woman sighs. The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Does it matter? Another lady with a
Once
knife.
It's hunched over by the side of the road. Upon catching sight of the Fellowship, she's sprained her ankle.
Sprained her ankle and needs to go to the apothecary too. We can take her to the apothecary. Apparently we do.
Winifred rushes to her and helps her up.
Is she gonna use that knife to stab us?
Erwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the Fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
Like, is it logical to assume the opponent would be engulfed in a cow? I mean, I don't know where either that or, like, as it's reforming the cow, it just rips the clothes off, and then you've got a naked bad guy and a cow. Which, I'm not sure which of those would be a better outcome. Jump over to upward facing terrain cards. Try jumping to the apothecary. Alright, get your ankle fixed with some herbs. I've got a knife. Oh, and she also has a giant loaf of bread.
Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine. She turns to the Fellowship. Arrived. It seems she's only now realized. The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service. The Ivory
You're
Order, every
welcome.
smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
Flip side story. No, I don't want to view my collection. I want to buy some
How may
stuff.
I help you? The proprietress
Can I?
inquires.
What can I buy?
Do you have some gold cards?
I can buy a bomb.
You
You have 500 gold.
Yeah, I can't buy
Will that
a
be all?
crystal.
The proprietress
So
asked.
let's. Item shop girl's story. The inn. Game parlor. Let's go to the armor.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
I want to buy stuff. Iron sword. Mercenary sword. Simple breastplate. Steel breastplate. I can buy those two. Let's see, what current equipment do they have?
They both have that.
Okay. So I could buy that for you. Who will equip this? The only person who can. Oh, there's more. Imbue with protective magic. Let's actually go ahead and do that. That's +2. He's already got a ton of defense. Let's give my healer one. The lady is a shanker. Winifred is all set. Alright, I've got $62.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Can I leave now? Or do I have to talk to more people? It's probably going to make me talk to more people.
It would be unwise to leave the town with so few leads.
I don't want
Perhaps
to
you
talk
have
to
the
these
Fellowship
people.
Ask around for more information. Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the rumors claim the monster fled to the
Monster
west.
fled to the west. Unlocked man's story.
It began
The woman begs
10,000 years ago.
autographs. She seems to greatly admire. I know there's nothing to worry. Upon asking, the woman says
Attacked
she's
by a
a
monster outside of
strange creature,
town.
she says.
Nothing but
Nothing
bones.
and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended
What are you
on
doing
it.
to these people? These are nice card people.
It can't be him. It's clearly a card skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or, they're using the metaphorical
Man
nothing but
didn't get a
bones. And it's
fellowship,
actually
thanks
just,
the man
a thin
for
person.
useful information. Thanks to the information gleaned from the town, the first clue was the Queen's. Then there's the bony. From all that
Okay.
information,
Who done it?
Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
I haven't been paying attention. We're going to say the
Scrawny
scrawny
street
street urchin.
Winifred ignores that. Our thief is the monster. Edwin
Oh, it's the
nods
okay.
silently in agreement with Winifred's conclusion.
Yeah,
Winifred
Berwin.
clears her throat,
Dumbass.
proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Alright, let's leave. Yes, leave the area. Let's get into more fights. An enemy appears.
Whoa, watch out, Cloud. An enemy approaches.
Beware the random battles. These are gems, you need to spend them on certain skills. You gain 1 gem every you take an action to store up to 10 at once. Alright. Icon indicates how many gems a skill cost. Okay, so like heal requires 1, but attack does not. So his only attack generates a gem, but you have the ability to make a gem with him. Okay. Love to head west if you're heading down. I mean, I go west the long way around. Zephyr. I was going to say, maybe you can't get into combat on the road, but apparently you can, so...
Let's do this.
But now you're in a battle on the road.
Yeah, some of your attacks are elemental in nature, 6 elementals. Fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. Knowing enemies' weaknesses. Okay, so we've just got standard. But I guess we have no idea what... Let's try this. Oh, we totally wrecked you.
Critical weak.
You are critically weak.
So we have discovered that they are weak to wind.
And they're weak to just being smacked in the face. Alright, so far I'm actually kind of enjoying this. It's interesting. It's like a turn-based Mega Man Battle Network, kind of. Is the kind of feel that I'm getting.
I mean, so far the cards are just a stylized menu. They're not like, you don't have a deck of...
This is true. Well, yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what...
That could change in the future, but so far it's just aesthetics.
Because we have these items off to the side as well. But yeah, I don't know if we have to set up, like at any point, is there like a limit to how many cards can be equipped on a person? Can you equip other things on people? Like, treasure chest found. That is a bottle. That's a penis. I'm just going to sit here and say, that is a penis with something dripping that I...
I guess?
An enemy appears. I mean, if you ignore the stopper on the top, that's where, like, it was just 3 point, and, oh, hey.
That's a Pokemon.
Is it?
Yeah, I forget what the lower forms of it are called, but the last one's Reuniclus.
Oh, the one with the goo that's...
Yeah, the goo that grants wisdom, but if you eat it, you die. Unless you are also a Reuniclus. In which case, you know, just a little bit of cannibalism. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, well, I'm poisoned. Hey, glad I got that antidote.
Until the battle ends. Presumably, if you wanted to, you could press left to use an item.
Yeah.
But, or I guess you can't. But it should be fixed at the end of the battle anyway, so.
Yeah. And that's just gonna kill you. The semi-royal seed. Seedlings.
Congrats.
Congrats! Results. A good warrior wastes no time. I feel like I'm leveling up a lot.
Yeah, a bit.
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees.
Any sight of
I beg
monsters?
your pardon, but did you catch He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. I suspect you might find her quote. The Fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, the traveler hoists his packs, suggests the Fellowship speak to the fishermen on the western shore. and takes
Search the
us
western shore for the fishermen.
Yeah. I was about to say, you know, we have the instructions of west, but there's a lot of west out here. I guess we just got to keep going to the west.
Oh, I can't walk over mountains. Event!
A monster appears.
Monster appears to be in pain.
You may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
Sure, why not? I'll give him my penis bottle.
Take pity on the creature and administer some healthy once more. It gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often you catch it looking back at you. But before
Okay,
long,
so I got nothing
it's
from
out of
that.
sight.
And another fight. Okay, so I wasn't, like, and now it seems like it's kind of dragging on, because you gotta wait for the cards to flip. Like, they could speed some of this process up a little bit. Just a scoosh. The furry thing is weak to fire. Who would have thought? Full swing.
Yeah.
What?
The Fellowship comes upon an anchored ship. Close by, a fisherman.
Muscular fisherman,
pulls a net out of the
indeed.
water.
I mean, look, if you got it, flaunt it.
Right? I mean, yeah. A fisherman of exquisite physique.
This is no time for
This
lustful
is no time
reverie.
for lustful review.
Winifred races to his side, and that vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Cursed, you say.
Night after night.
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed
Headed
not
I know
nowhere.
not where. This to the fisherman's mind, as his head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am certain I could
Dispeller.
lift it. Alas, the Fellowship find themselves without. They resolve to return to Nexton.
We gotta go back to Nexton and find a dispeller. Okay, so we don't have to go all the way back for backtracking. That's okay. That makes it a little bit more manageable. By the way, can you hold my copies? By the way, hello, I'm a fisherman, and this is my god. I take it I'm supposed to go to the game
An
parlor.
innocent-looking young boy accosts the Fellowship. In this parlor, you can play cards.
Oh, well,
Child rambles
apparently.
on, wheedling you. I'll give you this.
How to
if you
play.
with me.
Am I ready? Anti-Kraken tech. His coppice reminds me of the Subligars from Final Fantasy XI. The behold my mighty junk armor. That was...
It's junk armor both in that it's kind of junk, and it's also armor for your junk.
Yeah. I remember at one point in time, there was like one set of armor, like bronze cure or something for a really low level that's like, this is the best armor for most melees, and everyone's like, nope, I will wear something else. I swear to God. Get points by arranging cards into sets. So it's poker? Alright, so we get one card. So he's got an ace. Draw 2 cards from the deck. Select 2 that have the same number. Sure. And I have 4 points. Discard all but 1 card from your hand. Okay, so if you can't make a set, you gotta discard. Player card. See how many points you have. Yeah, I've got an ace. There's an ace there, so I can take cards from the pot. Okay, so I can just do this. I both miss and don't miss Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, drop spawn rate on some of the items were infuriating. Here's a mob that only spawns once every 2 hours and has 1 item that you need to be real here. By the way, the drop rate is 5%. Well, it's even better when it's here's a creature that spawns once every 24 hours. And the drop rate is 1%.
Ace of Zuck, noted.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's... The higher number of the cards seems to be... He's going to get 8 points from that, yeah. So while I have 2 sets... you can make a 2-card set with 3s or a 3-card set of 3, 2, 3, and 4. Well, 2, 3, and 4 makes far more sense, right?
Yeah.
That's a point higher.
The only downside is that leaves you with no cards in hand.
True. We make a 4th set, you'll have to discard. Okay, so... How do I win?
Once the cards run out, just whoever has more points.
Oh, okay.
So your next turn's gonna be the last. As long as we can do something this turn, which we have no cards in hand and no pot, so if we draw 2 cards that are the same.
Yeah. Alright, so I gotta get rid of one of these sets.
It would be the aces.
Yeah. But I guess I don't lose those points?
No, you did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I should have just gone with quest and or commerce based drops. Issue the grind. Well, they wanted... The whole mentality of Final Fantasy XI was very different compared to a lot of other MMOs. They wanted to kind of foster like a very group and community. Like, they didn't want one person camping these monsters and, you know, selling all these. They wanted a group of people to take turns. Oh, well, we need to... Everyone in our group needs to do it, so we'll all just sit there and we'll do something, wait for the monster to respawn, try it, everyone gets it, and like that's the goal. It did not end up that way.
Yeah, like it didn't work out this way in practice, but I do remember reading in an interview one of their intentions when designing like the once a day monsters like Steel Fleece Balderich was people would go, oh hey, this thing is up, let's go back to town and gather up a group of people so we can kill it. But, you know, didn't work out like that. Instead, people just went, okay, we're going to take our group of our people and we're going to sit in Dragon's Eyrie for the 3 hours that Fafnir Nidhogg spawns and kill it with just our people and try to outclaim the other people that are also there.
It was... There were gaps in Final Fantasy. I can't do anything.
But I mean, the fact that it didn't work that way is kind of why they, you know, went away from time spawns after Abyssia.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
they probably should have gone away from time spawns a little sooner than Abyssia.
Yeah.
Like, that was a...
But, I mean, like, up to Abyssia, they were pretty much... like still just like sticking with the same design mindset, and then with Adeline they went like an entirely new direction with like the way they design stuff.
I'm just boned. This is just not... He got a 6, 7, 8 right off the bat, and I'm just like, well, screw it. And now he's gonna get 5, 6, 7. Like, I'm done.
Yeah. If we were paying more attention, we might have been able to go, oh, he's got a 6 in his hand, we shouldn't discard the 5 and 7, instead discard like 5 and 8 or something.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to do this again. Four and 4. 40. Yeah, I love how first game, 17 points, 19 points, 40 points. Oh God, these guys are worthless. That's why I can get him to... Alright, so he's got to get rid of a set. Oh, he gets rid of that one and just... Okay.
Well, if we get a 6, we may have something going here. Or 3 8s, that also
3
is
8s.
the start of our comeback.
24 points. Final Fantasy XI, super fun game. I loved it almost as much as EVE Online. I loved it. He said it pissed off all the time he was playing it 90% of the time after he was done. It was a fun game. It really was. It had its moments. And I met Luth. Like, if it weren't for that game, I would not know Luth. Which is super weird. Alright, I can do that and get rid of my aces.
And the problem is that we have 2 more turns,
Yeah.
and we need to make 2 very high sets.
You ain't got nothing.
Well, I guess just get rid of our aces.
And I could do ace 2 3.
Yeah. I mean, you won't... Well, there's only 1 turn left, so... You may as well, I guess. It's not going to be enough.
Yeah. And the 2 2s is the best bet to get rid of. So I think the only end game stuff that I did was I got a relic weapon. That's about all I did in Final Fantasy XI. And 2 6s.
I mean, that's still worse than what he's already got.
Yeah. Well, 3 skelebones. Not enough to get me over the thing, but yeah. This is an odd game. I'm not disliking it. But holy crap.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals.
Oh, I didn't have to win. Okay. He just wanted to play. Oops, all bones. And you can play multiplayer. All right, let's go back to Captain Codpiece. Yes, leave the area. And I've got a Dispeller. Your target of curse.
Despairing fisherman snatches up the concoction. So delighted, he opens the bottle and proceeds
to douse the ship. That's an endorsement. I'm not disliking it. I think I need to get a little farther into the game. Figure out like how it's a card game. There are more things that I kind of want to. Oh, I have to be level 7 before entering.
Oh, we are.
Oh, I am. Okay.
The fisherman let's shove off then. He beckons you aboard.
It's any game that involves cards. I want to be able to adjust. I want to be able to, tweak a deck, change the, like, so far I'm not seeing a lot of that yet.
Come back here when you're ready.
But I'm also leveling up, like, after every other fight, so... An enemy appears. Calc 4 ruined my ability to do basic math. I mean, I never had an ability to do basic math.
Don't hold back.
Oh, okay. So I press down. That loads that, not left. Let's just deal damage to you. A swing and a miss. Didn't even know you could miss. I'm guessing the mushroom is weak to fire. No. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. The math is not sound. Downward strike. No, not. I wanted to press over. Let's.
Full swing.
Dead! Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Nobody said there'd be math. I'm assuming this is the cave.
The
card
looks cave-like.
The cards that look like the entrance to the cave is just okay. Like, how do we signify that they are in a cave? Badger, badger, badger.
Oh.
Oh.
He's got some meat on the bones.
Yeah, you've got some defense, don't you? Let's see, are you weak to fire? Tell me. Not really. No. Stop it. Stop. It's caves all the way down. Also, I love how the little heart emblem's getting, like, more mashed up for him. Like, oh, he's taking damage. He's a beefy boy. He's thick. Like, pudding thick. No, that's not... Okay, I don't know what the fuck is up with my D-pad, but it is not registering certain movements right now.
A magic staff. +1 defense.
Equipment. Let's give you that. Because it's higher attack and defense, and you're kind of my offensive caster by default, because your spell is just going to be much more powerful because it requires a gem.
Our other caster does also have
He's down with the thickness.
a gem using attack, but it uses 2 gems.
Critical.
Favors the bold.
Stop. No. No poison.
So why does that use a D8?
I don't know.
Or
There's
is that-
3. I can see 3. There's a
Yeah.
D12, a D4. I've seen a D6, but like, I've got questions.
I mean, I guess it's fair that, you know, they use different types of dice, but it's weird that they don't specify in the abilities.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, it poisons if the roll is 4 or greater,
But it
And-
doesn't tell you what.
Yeah. And your attack says, you know, add the roll to your attack. It's like, what am I rolling?
Yeah. Learned freeze. 5 or greater. Okay. On what dice? Because if it's a D6, that's a pretty shitty.
Yeah, I'd guess since the other stats effect used a D8, that one's probably also a D8.
A door.
And fight.
Deal damage. Let's try the icy thing.
Oh,
Ah, God fucking damn it. Alright, D-pad is not useful here. 4 attack, water damage, and okay, let's see it not freeze.
Or was it a D10 before, or is this one just using a D10 for whatever reason?
I know, but it messed him up. Alright, I see a lot of potential in this game.
door is
Also, I noticed that leveling up heals you to full.
Yeah.
suggesting the existence of a corresponding key.
Of course an enemy appears.
About the enemy.
2 enemies. Ha! Sucks to be you. And just end his whole career. Sorry, Bones. Alright, so yeah, like I said, this game has a lot of really interesting potential. Please pick one of these 3 chests. HP. Yeah, there's that one bit there that I can't do anything with, but okay. We found a key. We obtained a simple key. Welcome to simple... Oh, I actually can't walk where I can't see in the cave. That's...
The door before you is shut quite tightly. It
Well, I
appears
try
that the key-
inserting the simple key. Sure, why
Fellowship
not?
slides the simple key into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a
Don't
thump.
have a whole lot of other options, so...
Sure. Descend to the stairs.
Dank cave.
This cave is dank.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous
Choose a card and
handles.
hold the A button to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold up just long enough, you might be able to peek what it contains.
Berwin
I mean,
pushes
either of
the
these-
handles against the Berwin gives the door a roundhouse kick. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding controls.
Okay.
It's like, is it a push door or is it a pull door?
Something
It's a
leaps
kick
out
door.
of the fellowship in the darkness. Winifred deftly parries the attack. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred.
It's coming back.
Only to ha-
It's coming right for us. Is this the Skelly Bones that's the boss that took the royal goo?
That seems like it's the normal skeletons.
No. What? You guys don't like him at all. Now you're dead, and so are you, my friend. Narrator's not like a tired Matt McConaughey. I can't hear. So like I'm missing out on all of the game audio completely because I don't have. I mean, at least with my old mic, I couldn't really listen to it because it would be picked up on the mic as well. So.
Now, what's the range on these mics?
You know, I don't know because it's two mics tied to one receiver. So like, Jess can walk into the kitchen.
I mean, like the audio range. Like, are they gonna pick up the TV?
But see, that's the thing. I don't think so because I think once it's a certain because like my mic, your mic doesn't pick up my audio if my mic's on. It manages to separate those two channels. I don't know how, but it does. So, because otherwise there'd be a weird audio post-processing going on. So I don't know if an external noise that both people can hear would be filtered out the same way. I haven't done enough testing on it because mostly I only really use it for these. But I guess it is something I should probably try. Holy crap, that's a lot of...
There's Mr. Boss Bones.
Alright, let's... deal with you guys.
Well, we know the slimes are weak to fire.
Yeah. I'm just gonna focus down damage. Holy crap, yeah, I'll just focus down damage. Deal with the two minions first.
Your attacks are useless against his bare chest.
Oh, and he just heals. Okay. Ow. Let's see what happens if we freeze.
Another 10.
Got a 10.
Oh?
And dead! Bones, you need to get your kin in line. And level ups all around.
Except for the...
Well, he just
sorcerer.
leveled up, so he's on a wonky. Also, I love that her card. She has 3 vials like on a garter on her thigh. Like that is not a place you want to have glass vials, breakable glass. Like, that's a good way to get, you know, an artery cut.
For all the world to be in at last. The royal treasure is in safe hands once more. Treasure in hand, the fellowship exit the cave.
Hey, we exit the cave. Rowan, what are you doing?
In time,
Are you wanting to come up and say hi to people? You haven't said hi to the internet yet. He's like, Father, what are you doing? Why must we do this, Father? Yes, look at you. You gonna purr? Give me some purrs. I don't know if that's loud enough to be picked up on the mic, but he's purring. He's a happy boy. He gets the ear scratches. He has such itchy ears. He has very itchy ears. Look at you. Yes. Go on. All right. We bring you back your goo.
As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, she is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the fellowship with riches. But at that moment, massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard.
A roar. Oh, were we attacked by a
The entire
dragon?
castle.
I mean, there is the name
As the
dragon.
roar recedes, one of the royal guard palely struggles to gather his breath. A dragon. So the great evil.
The great evil has returned.
Ella turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded. So the monster troubles are connected. Edwin says so. A profound silence, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis.
And that's the end of the demo?
Probably.
What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned? I'm afraid that, don't you worry. Until then.
Yep, that's the end of the demo. Okay, so didn't get far enough in to figure out what like deck building mechanics there are.
I mean, it doesn't really seem like there are deck building mechanics. It's just like, it has the look of cards, but it's not a card game.
Yeah. I don't know, like... The only downside with that is you're either not going to learn a lot of abilities, or when you do, you're just going to have a fuck ton of cards down there to cycle through. And that seems not good. Either of those outcomes doesn't seem good, because it's like it looks like you have 3 characters. Like
Yeah.
the trailer had, you know, the main character, his monster friend, and then a witch. And in this, you have the 3 people. And so, like, it seems really weird. And I could almost swear that they said that there was a deck mechanic in the trailer. I'll have to rewatch the trailer, but like as it seems now,
Yeah, it looks like you will be able to like swap your skills around.
yeah, it looks like you can have about 4 skills. So like there is a kind of deck building aspect, but it's more just quick menu. So.
Yeah. Whoops.
There's, you know, not a ton of options. Oh no!
Let's take a look at the characters.
As I grab a paper towel, because my water was condensing on my desk, and to look like crap. Because I like my desk. Hi, Axis. You can look for these characters. There we go.
Small bonus from the owner whenever the house...
Bonus.
Wait, when the house wins in a game of cards, you get a bonus?
Bonus
the okay, I was misreading. He gets a bonus whenever the house wins.
Ah, okay. I mean, I think there's a fair bit of potential in this game. I don't know.
I thought we unlocked the flip side of one of the characters.
I think it's one of the women with a knife.
Yeah, there's only one of those, and it said,
Well, there was an option for flip over.
yeah. Flip it over, and it says, you can look forward to these in the
Oh.
retail version.
Well, that's also the thing. They may not have actually placed any of the stuff in the game yet, because they just figured
Yeah.
demo. Alright, so yeah, depending on how much this costs, is where I'll be on the fence with this one. Because it's not bad.
Oh, well, there's some of the other skills that we don't have.
Gain immunity to attack down, defense down. Double proof. I mean, I like the card art too.
Yeah.
It's neat. Meow. Different approach to Hand of Fate. I mean, yeah, it's. But now that I've said it, what I would like to see is a turn-based Mega Man Battle Network.
Actually, what's under options real quick? Okay.
Oh, you can change the confirm and cancel buttons. You can turn there's shadows, I guess maybe on the battle table? You can turn off, I actually kind of like that. Title screen, license, view license. Oh. I was wondering.
It's license for the engine that they're using,
Yeah. I was wondering if there was a
engines.
thing that allowed for, because in a lot of things like this, it's the, hey, if you want to make content based off of this game, we give you the option to do so. Because a lot of companies are just being like, look, we're just going to put this in there to prevent hiccups down the line. So, that's alright. It's an alright game. I will wait. I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see how much it costs when it comes out. I kind of want to look at some of the other. I thought ActRaiser hit, but they haven't updated it yet. Yeah, Diablo. I really have a hard time sitting there going, I'm going to spend $60 on digital version of Diablo 2 on the Switch.
Yeah. I mean, it's like maybe under normal circumstances, but with all the shit Blizzard's going through, it's like, nah.
No. And like, what does the Prime Evil collection?
Oh, it also gets you Diablo 3.
Oh.
And some in-game items for Diablo 3. Oh, wait, scroll down there. Yeah, there you go. Read more.
Access, calm down. What are you doing? Yeah, even $40 is a little. Mostly because, again, what Blizzard Activision is going through right now.
I mean, like, I don't have any attachment to Diablo 2 particularly, so I don't really care. But if it were, another game, there's Tales of Symphonia Remastered. That, although I think even that one was only like 30.
Yeah. Unless you got the collector's edition that came with like the statues and shit.
Yeah.
But like,
Oh, there's Actraiser.
yeah, it's on the Nintendo Direct bundle. Nice. Okay, so all the stuff that like I kind of want to get. I'm tempted to get the Advanced Collection. I have the ability to play all of these on like 3 different consoles at the moment. Knights of the Old Republic I've got to get just to have that on the Switch. That's going to be a lot of fun. Everyone is telling me about Disco Elysium. Luth told me that it's probably one of the best games he's played in the last 5 years. Voice of Cards. Oh, it's $30. Maybe I might get it when it goes on sale. $30. I don't know. ActRaiser. I'll probably pick that one up for $30. I want to see if they're. Chances are that one's one that might get like the limited run games treatment, so I might pick that one up.
Yeah.
I am curious to see what all the changes for Triangle Strategy, because they did say that they took a lot of feedback to heart, and like I did 2 full live streams of it that was just like, okay, I love several aspects of this game. I hate several aspects of this game. The menu confirmation system seemed really awkward and unintuitive, and it seems like they may have fixed that. The visualization of everything just kind of cluttered up the screen at times, and I know they specifically said, we've adjusted the UI and layout features.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's great. But I was excited about that game beforehand. Shin Megami Tensei 5, I don't know. It was really, really weird seeing that as a Sega game and not an Atlas game. I know Sega's owned Atlas for a long time, but that's just something that's really hard to wrap your head around. Mario Party Superstars, I've been told I need to get because several people want to beat my ass in Mario Party games. There's a good chance I'll pick it up just to have it on Switch rather than Wii U or GBA. I mean, yeah, I've got it on at least 2 systems at the moment. Because I've got RetroArch on my Xbox and my Wii U, and I'm 99% sure I've got all those games on both consoles. And then I'm actually 100% sure I've got them on my modded Xbox, but I don't have that hooked up anymore because all I was using that for was my original modded Xbox. I was only using that for emulation on the Xbox Live dashboard. And so when I was able to get RetroArch on 1, let alone 2 consoles, I'm just like, I don't need this plugged in. It's taking up space.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread, I should probably pick up. I'm not a huge Metroid person, but it is a 2D game, so I'm far more inclined to pick that one up.
I mean, like, we still haven't really seen anything, I think, of Prime 4, but
No, Prime 4's
but
it's out there somewhere.
As far as Dread goes, I'm not super excited about it because it looks like it has a lot of the same mechanics of Samus Returns, which I wasn't super into.
No.
Like I just
Night Pen.
feel like the free movement like just slows down the gameplay a lot because you have to like stop and aim.
Yeah.
And then the counter mechanics, you have to like watch and wait for them to do their attack. And then, they have to give enemies more health to make countering worthwhile because otherwise you just shoot things.
No. They're trying to reinvent the wheel a little bit with it. Like, I get that they don't want to just rehash
Yeah.
Super Metroid, But the sad thing is, you can rehash Super Metroid, and everyone would just be happy.
You can do it. They made Super Metroid, and then they went to a different style for Fusion and Zero Mission, and then Samus Returns is more like Fusion than it is Super.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the fan-made remake, AM2R, is more like Super than it is
Yeah.
Fusion. And as a result, well, maybe not as a result, but incidentally, I like AM2R a lot more than I do
Samus Returns.
Samus Returns.
And see, the thing that gets me is, I think they saw what happened with Castlevania, because Metroidvania, these two games basically encapsulate a genre. And they saw what was happening with the Castlevania games, which was from a sales point, it looks like they were stagnant, because you had Symphony of the Night, which kind of broke off into the new Metroidvania era, as opposed to like just the action platformers that were on the SNES, NES, and Genesis of the time. And then all the GBA games were basically just rehashes of Symphony of the Night. Just, you've got, the same basic structure, just different skin. And each game kind of just left people less and less impressed. Except it didn't. I loved them. But like I can see that there were people dissatisfied with it. But those people are what I like to call wrong. Well, no, it's just they wanted something more. They wanted the next step up. They wanted the step up from where Symphony of the Night was the step up from Super Castlevania 4. They wanted the next step up. They wanted that big of a jump. And I don't think it's possible to get that big of a jump. Like, Symphony of the Night is that is a peak of game design in a lot of ways. But it's like the Castlevania games started kind of trickling off after a while, and then they tried reinventing it as a God of War style with the Lords of Shadow that no one liked. And I bought the collector's edition of the first one, and I never bought the second one. But I feel like they saw what Konami was going through and was like, oh, well, they're just rehashing. And they kind of did a little bit of that, because, again, the two GBA Metroid games, not really the same, but after that, it's like, let's focus all of our effort on Metroid being a first-person shooter.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know like any of the sales data offhand, but it's just weird to me that like the things that they try new and then aren't received well, and then they try it again. Like with Metroid Fusion, a lot of the people are like, "Man, I really don't like the story focus," and especially like with this AI computer that's like telling Samus what to do, and it's all linear and all that stuff, and then they go through with Other M, which is all of that like ramped up.
Yeah, and Other M's story just being what it was, just was like.
I mean, also to be fair, with
don't even talk about Castlevania 64. We're not even going to pretend that exists.
I mean, to be fair, I think I'm probably in the minority on Samus Returns. Like, I think a lot of people do like it, so that Metroid Dread being like more of Samus Returns is good for them. But it's,
I don't know. From what I could tell in the communities, people liked AM2R. They're like, this is like they should have put a Christian Whitehead, just been like, go to whoever made it. We're buying this from you. or we're giving you a contract saying that you are employed and we'll pay you for the work done on it, and it's ours because it's our intellectual property, and we're going to sell it as a game, and like we're not like, because that's the best thing Sega's been doing lately is just letting people just be like, oh, you want to make a Sonic game? Sure, go ahead. It's not going to be as good as our Sonic game. Oh god, it beat our game sales 3-1. Like, whoops. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential. But yeah, the Castlevania, I didn't follow a ton of the sales data, but like I could see sales declines. Like the DS games tanked very quickly. Like Order of Ecclesia was not like it was well received ratings wise. Like it rated pretty well, but like sales wise, it didn't seem like it did that well because it wasn't. And I don't know if it was because the DS was approaching the end of its lifespan. We were hitting the 3DS territory at that point, and so like if that's the case. But then shortly after, Konami just kind of said, screw it, we're not touching a lot of our old franchises for reasons I don't get, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm between those games, like the advanced collection of Castlevania and Metroid Dread. Like Metroid Dread physically looks like an interesting game. Just graphic wise, the art style that they're using for it looks impressive.
Especially with the new trailer that they did today, like they focused really hard on like the chase elements, which isn't what I play Metroid for. This is like Metroid Fusion had a lot of chase elements, and it did it pretty well because it was like there's this enemy, the Samus X, that's like you but better. You can't really fight it, so you just kind of have to try to run away from it. So it built up the suspense pretty well. So like it could do well, but it's also like the third time that they've done games with like chase sequences, because Fusion, there was the chase sequence in Samus Returns, and then Dread.
Yeah. They did serve all the post-Symphony of the Night games for budget save aspect. The DS Dual. Well, also they flat out expected just, hey, reuse a lot of these assets over and over and over again. Take all of these sprites that have already been done, cut them down from a 32-bit to a 16-bit, and call it a day. Like, ugh. Because so many assets were reused from basically Dracula X onward. Like, so many of the monsters from Symphony of the Night were basically just, hey, these are all the same sprite pages from Dracula X. We're just bringing them back. But holy crap, it is 9. So I guess we should probably end, even though it took a few minutes to get the stream started. But I really wanted to try this out because I got really excited with the Nintendo Direct today. I wanted to try it. It's interesting. If you have a Switch, pick it up, see what you think. I mean, there's not too much more than what we showed, so it's like there's not a huge in-depth level of strategy unless you just want to start wandering around, seeing how much you can grind, seeing if there's more stuff that we can get that we haven't.
Well, I mean, we saw the skills on there, so like it was showing us all the skills. It said 13 out of 13.
Okay, so then yeah,
so,
there's
like the only ones that we didn't use were the defensive skills.
Yeah.
Or the only ones we didn't get.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Presumably, there will be many, many more in the full game, but that's it for now.
But yeah, I think I might pick that one up when it goes on sale, because like I said, I showed 2 games on my wish list that I'm probably going to pick up right after the stream. Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2, and Luminous Gunvolt. Both of those are like 40% off with the current sale. So I'll pick those up. Because I honestly don't think the Voice of Cards is going to get a physical release from the look of things. So yeah, I'll have to wait on that and see what... But I want to see what other games are going to get a physical release. It doesn't look like many of them are, which kind of saddens me, but, you know, as long as they're not ridiculously priced, I'll pick them up. So
maybe if, like, ActRaiser or the Shadowrun collection could get, like, a limited run release.
Yeah, I mean, limited run is based right down the road, actually. They're based out of Raleigh. So, like, I actually think they're not too far from where I work. I could just be like, hey, can you guys do this? I'm just some rando off the street, but take my money, give me a physical game. But yeah, so yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you've got a Switch, try out Voice of Cards. If not, there's a bunch of other stuff that just came out that Nintendo talked about, and there's going to be several more directs coming out in the next couple of weeks. There's a Smash Direct.
You know, finally announcing Goku as the last playable character.
Oh god, I fucking hope not. I really hope not. There's so many characters that I hope not. Minecraft Steve was one that I'm like, I pray to God this is not a character. Nope. Got thrown it, and I'm just like, no. I wanted Lloyd from the beginning, and they turned him into a Mii costume, and I'm just like, I'm having trouble getting excited about any of this now. So, but yeah, we'll be back next week. Next week is still September, or is that the start? Okay, so we'll have one more normal stream, and then October, we have an entire month of spoopy live streams planned. Ooh, spoopy. We're just going to be playing random games and trying to not suck at them. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning. I love technology, but it keeps me employed. But be back next week with another live stream, same hat time, same hat channel, 7:30 Eastern. And I've got Muramasa and Ease going up during the week when I actually get around to recording properly. It's been a long couple of weeks. I had a lot of stuff to handle in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully things are calming down and I can get back into that regularly. But yeah. So till then, later everyone.